Hi, my name is Mike Smith. I'm the president of AeroCom, the easiest way for companies to shop and purchase telecom, internet, and cloud services. Okay, so today I'm going to answer the question, is VoIP reliable for business? We get this question quite a bit because a lot of companies currently have an on-premise phone system and they're looking at hosted VoIP. So if you have that question, you're not alone. I'm going to address it really fast. Now, a while back, maybe 10 years ago, the answer to that question would have been shaky. The technology was fairly new, it was just coming out, there was a lot of little glitches with it. But today, that technology is absolutely improved and absolutely it is reliable for business. I think the projections are like something like 250 some billion users for business VoIP by 2020. So companies are moving to this technology in droves. It's definitely reliable for business. And if you're still concerned, there's a few things you can do. Number one, you can make sure that you use a reliable provider. Don't go and use the mom and pop company down the street who is running hosted VoIP out of their office, their own little homegrown version of it. Use a larger, reliable provider. That'll give you a good chance of success. Number two, make sure you have adequate bandwidth, which doesn't require a whole lot. VoIP only takes about a maximum of about 100K per simultaneous call, so you should be fine on bandwidth. If you're really concerned about bandwidth, maybe other applications competing with your VoIP calls, go out and invest in an SD-WAN service. That'll prioritize VoIP over all the other traffic. It's fairly inexpensive. And lastly, if you really want to make sure that VoIP is great for your business, make sure that your LAN is in order, your local area network. Make sure all your switches are not end of life and make sure they're running the latest firmware. Make sure your Ethernet cables are sound. Pretty basic stuff. If you're still worried about your LAN environment, don't worry. Most hosted VoIP providers, when you go to sign up with them, they actually do a VoIP readiness test on your local area network to make sure it works. These providers have been there, done that. They've installed VoIP on networks that are shoddy and gotten blamed for problems. So they want to make sure your network's going to be working well, so when they install, everything works great. So that'll probably be taken care of by the service provider is the good news. Okay, so it's definitely reliable. Definitely, in my mind, it's actually more reliable than what you have today. So for instance, if you have a T1 line going into your phone system today, like a PRI or something, think about that. If that T1 line or PRI goes down, you're without service. In fact, one of our customers just lost their PRI, was down for 5 days. So for 5 days, they had no phone system for their entire organization. That is unbelievably bad in these days and times with VoIP. With VoIP, think about this. If your internet connection does go down with VoIP, most VoIP providers allow you to have a mobile app on your cell phone that is basically your phone system. So your cell phone is still receiving your company's calls even if your internet connection's down. If your internet connection does go down, you can always have a backup that will automatically fail over to that backup connection. You can't do that with a PRI-T1. With a PRI-T1 or analog lines, the most it can do is fail over to maybe 1 or 2 extra lines or something like that. But you can fail it over automatically. Also, you can pick up your VoIP phone and take it home with you and plug it into any internet connection and make it work. You can also have a soft phone, which is a software app on any computer that is in essence your VoIP phone. So if you have a soft phone on your laptop, you can take your laptop home, plug in, and your VoIP works fine. Also, you can log in to your VoIP portal from any computer with any internet connection and reroute phone numbers instantaneously to either a cell phone or another site. So the hosted VoIP, in my mind, is by far way more reliable than traditional phone service. So to answer your question, is VoIP reliable for business? Yes, absolutely. If your business does not have VoIP and you're on a traditional phone system, absolutely look into making the switch. And is it VoIP expensive? Absolutely not. It's probably, if you find the right service provider, it's probably going to cost you about the same amount as you're currently paying today just for your phone lines. So think about that. For the same price you're paying today for your phone lines, you're going to get a whole new managed VoIP phone system that has all the bells and whistles, no more paying a phone vendor, no more paying for phone lines, unlimited usage, all that great stuff for the same price you're already paying. So there's really no reason you shouldn't be switching over to this technology. If you haven't done it, look into it right now. If you want to know which providers you should look at and what the pricing is, reach out and give us a call or email me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Also, if you just want to browse providers based on features, you can always go to our website, aerocominc.com, and find our hosted VoIP provider finder by just typing in the words hosted VoIP into the search bar. So plenty of resources here for you, but hope that answers all your questions, and I will see you next time.